A construction project is underway to improve the living conditions of low-income families in Desert Hot Springs. Members from the National Service Program Americorp are working hand in hand with home builders to construct more than a dozen new, safe, and affordable homes. I spoke in depth with the team leader about the project and why it's needed.
Ella, first off, tell us about this project in Desert Hot Springs.
So the team is working with Coachella Valley Housing Coalition, and it's a mutual aid housing project where the people that are receiving the houses are actually able to build the houses themselves. And they tend to go in 9 to 11 groups, and they all work together. And they have a set amount of hours, about 40 a week. So they're coming in after their jobs, and they're all helping build these houses. And typically they're low income families, so they're able to actually have houses in this area where the housing prices do tend to be a little bit steeper and unaffordable for these people. So it's an amazing project, and we're all very lucky to be able to work with them.
Very nice. I'm curious, what made you specifically choose Desert Hot Springs?
So Americorp actually places us. We don't get to choose, but we were lucky to be placed here because it's so beautiful, and the people are also really wonderful here. So got lucky that we got placed here.
And in terms of the project, why does Desert Hot Springs need something like this?
Ooh. So unfortunately, I don't know that much about the area, but I do know, at least in terms of the people that are receiving these houses, because they are not able to afford housing within this area because their income doesn't give them the ability to do so. It's a great opportunity for them to actually become homeowners when they couldn't regularly do so.
We keep hearing about the rising cost of housing, not just here in the Coachella Valley, but all throughout California and the entire nation for that matter. How important is this type of work?
I think this is very important because housing is something that everyone deserves, regardless of how much they could possibly be making or who they are. It's a right, and these people, they deserve to have a beautiful home just like anyone else, and they work extremely hard, and it's wonderful that we're able to provide this for them.
And if people would like to take part in this, not just to maybe be a recipient of one of these homes, but also to be a volunteer, what do they need to do?
If they want, they can visit Coachella Valley Housing Coalition.org. I believe that is where you can help with that and be able to volunteer here on the work site, or also be able to work within the office as well. And they also have extracurricular activities for some of the people that are already settled in these communities as well. Whether that's going hiking or also helping with transporting them to health clinics as well. So it's really a well-rounded service that's provided to these people.
What are the houses like?
The houses, so it does tend to be a similar model. I believe that there are one level, and they have 3 to 4 bedrooms, depending, a kitchen, a living room, and a very nice backyard as well. And they're beautiful houses as well. And each of the people that are receiving the houses get to create their own gardens as well and do their own special touches at the end of them. But they're beautiful houses.
And how many houses are under construction?
Currently, this round, there are 11 houses being made, and they're all at the same level. And that's one of the interesting things about the Housing Coalition, is that they all tend to stay in the same phase of construction at the same time. So everyone gets their house at the same time instead of it just being one finished earlier. So right now we're on the wood paneling phase.
Fantastic. Ella, we appreciate your time. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Peter.